Yeah, early afternoon, 3 o'clock, or mid-afternoon, or is it late? We want to welcome you to the bigger plate where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. Yeah. We want to talk about today, because we're getting straight to it, something called emotional maturity. What does it take to be emotionally mature? Let's talk about it. Unless you're scared, let's have a conversation. Yeah, man. It's one of them accountability segments. You feel me? And we're going to tap into that personal accountability. What you think? What you think? I'm going to give you a little insight on what does it take to be emotionally mature. Okay? First of all, it involves the ability to manage emotions effectively, respond rather than react, and handle relationships in a healthy and respectful way. You know, let's let me try to convey what some of those things may be. Uh, First of all, you want to deal with something called self-awareness. Okay, understanding your own personal emotions, your own personal triggers, your own personal behavior, and the effect that could have on other people that you are interacting with, whether it be brother, mother, father, significant other, cousin, friend, teacher, student, comrade, manager at the restaurant. See, this it you talking about this is dealing with interacting with people every day is a challenge because of these things. So I've been out to the restaurant on a date or with some of the guys or somebody, a friend, a cousin, whoever, right? And in customer service, those people have to deal with a lot of different energies, a lot of different attitudes, so they don't always get it right. I've been out in situations where they didn't get it right, and because of the person on this end didn't have a certain level of empathy, or they just they went at them wrong, and I was trying to let them know, and it turned into a little bit of a situation, or it turns into a little bit of a situation because people be in their feelings. You have to be self-aware when you're accountable for those type of things, because everybody ain't gonna be perfect. So that's something that's a key factor in dealing with your emotions being intact and having a certain level of maturity. You feel me? Okay. Next, you want to deal with what I just stated, empathy, right? The capacity to understand one's own emotions, uh, and sharing the feelings of others and showing compassion and consideration, like what I just spoke on. I've been at games where my nephew playing, and I see this parent, the coach had to make a call or the ref had to make a call. And it's okay because you energetic, you fired up. But I've seen it the way it turned into a negative that didn't have to be there. And you have to, a coach is going to be aggressive, and some people might mitigate, well, why they got to just be aggressive with my child, or why they being overly aggressive, or they making an excuse to just get it. You have to be able to assess that and find a balance there. So if you can't, you're going to be responsible for filling the fire to a point where you feel, to a point where y'all got to come to Nah, it ain't worth it. You got kids out there, you doing it in front of the kids. Gotta let the coach be the coach on the side. You talk to the coach on the side, and you talked about to your child how they feel about it. If it's things there, then you gotta, be able to facilitate a grown conversation. If you feel otherwise, then you might have to, take it a step further. But it don't have to get, you feel me? But this is the level of empathy that you have to have, because everybody ain't gonna get it right all the time, and vice versa. But this is how we elevate out of, you know, arguments to a level of where we gotta be disrespectful and we want to challenge each other and we want to go to war. Ain't no need to go to war. Just come on, tap in with the bigger play. That's all you gotta do. Now, next we gonna deal with your emotional regulations. Yeah, regulator. Yeah, you gotta have some regulation going on. You gotta be able to manage your emotions in a healthy way, especially in stressful or challenging situations. Yeah, boy, that stress could get on you. I'm talking about I done tore up my vehicle. My fault. And I'm not stressing. But when you make that call to that insurance company, and prior to making that call, you talking to people that don't necessarily know what they talking about, they gonna be like, oh, they ain't gonna cover you. You was at fault. You did. They gonna really act like they know when they really don't. Then you calling the insurance company, and the insurance company ain't. No, you gotta have your balance, and you gotta accept self accountability, and you gotta say, okay, it's gonna work itself out because I did right on my end. Even though you may be at fault for that accident, you did right. What doing right mean? You got valid license. You got up to date, not when they don't pay their insurance and you let it do something called lapse. No, your insurance ain't lapsed, it's paid up. You good. Valid license. Car registered, because accidents happen. You know what I mean? So it'll work itself out when you put the right forward, and when you put the right energy out there, it'll come back right. And then you could just be like, thank you. Stress free. You got to check yourself. Can't be mad. Can't be upset. You got to check yourself and don't become overwhelmed. And you got to learn how to regulate that in them challenging situations. It's all type of things we go through out here. You might got a young lady you're dealing with, and you feeling like, I really like her. But it's a possibility she not liking you the same at this particular time, because it takes certain people sometimes, especially women, to grow into caring about you a certain way. If they got any value about themselves, they're going to value your character, they're going to value your integrity, they're going to value the strength in you, the challenges that you face. Other people in the world, and we walked into this already, vanity driven, looking at what you make, they looking at how you look, they looking at what you can provide and what you can give them, things that's superficial that don't mean nothing at the end of the day, things that people will walk away from you just like that. So you don't want to be upset with that person. Don't be mad they took your money, they took advantage. Nope. Regulate yourself. Keep it moving, man. Emotional regulation is another. So, we dealt with self-awareness, we dealt with empathy, we dealt with emotional regulation. You got to take accountability, and that's where we're going. That's one of the main ones with everything. People do not, say it with me, accountability. People do not know how to take accountability. Yes, sir. And that's on the Cartier. Cartier. Taking responsibility for your actions and the impact of your actions on other people without putting the blame on them. It's called blame shifting. Yeah. Excuse me. You go out. You feel me? You outside. You go outside. And you are fresh and you clean and you ready to go to the nightclub. You feel me? But you should have been there at a particular time. You're not at a particular time. and you're feeling the way, and you walk up to the door, and the security being a little extra, and you get extra with them. It was an easier transition if you would have came a little earlier when the line wasn't wrapped around the corner. That's on you. It ain't on them. They acting funny and they being extra because that's what they do. But you got to say to yourself, man, let me figure something else out. Let me put myself in check, because guess what I could have did? I could have got here at the appropriate time when the line didn't exist, walked right up in there, and possibly built a relationship with the security because it wasn't nobody there. You had a little time to, facilitate a relationship. So the next time you come, you got a relationship. You say, oh man, you came last time. You was cool, bro. Come on. And the people in line saying, oh, who is that? Oh, well, he's somebody that you ain't at this particular time. So these are the things that happen when you take accountability. And now, because you're not blame shifting, you're able to deal with what's in front of you, no matter how difficult or challenging that may be. You get in trouble. You get a DUI. It costs you $5,000, maybe 10, maybe 15, but you complaining about it. But that's you. What you crying for? Ain't no need to cry because you're looking for a pity party. No, we ain't doing the pity party. Take some accountability. I can dig down real deep, but I ain't going to do it. We're going to stay on the surface, Okay, next, you want to have some resilience. The ability, let me see. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Also, resilience includes adapting to change and maintaining an emotional balance in difficult times. If I said that correctly, I'm doing my best to give you guys the things that I've experienced and the things I've seen and the things that define those things that I've seen. So you want to have a level of resilience because you're going to get knocked down. Follow me. You're going to get knocked down in life. You're going to go through some major challenges. I've never been there, but I've been through heartbreak. But I know people that's been through divorce. And when I tell you, they have explained to me how difficult that was. But, however, I've seen them bounce back because resilience, because accountability, because a spiritual connection, because of being well grounded, because of having a support system around them that help them facilitate the bounce back. See, I'm not here to play with you. I'm here to be honest and truthful and give you game. I'm about 100 episodes in. We're about 100 episodes in. Just really giving perspective and giving insight. And I know people will challenge these things that I say. How about you listen for a quick tick and apply it? Or challenge it and see what the outcome may be. All right? Let me go back to these. Put them glasses on. So them haters can't look over at me. Yeah, you want to really be resilient. There's nothing wrong with getting on your knees and praying. A lot of people don't understand what that means. It's a level of submission there, and it's a level of humility there that the higher power will help you with. Walk through it with you. You might cry. Higher power gonna be there right with you, and you're gonna bounce back. You hear me? You ever heard of bouncing back? You know what bouncing back means? That means you're knocked down, you get back up. That's what you do. Now, next I want to talk about boundaries. Setting boundaries and respecting personal boundaries, whether theirs, yours, or whoever's it is. And knowing when to say no. And protecting your emotional well-being. Very important. Cause I know they use you, boy. I be out, I know they be pulling and reaching. I be like, ooh, let me help them. But then when you fall, ain't nobody there to help you. So that's some accountability. I can't even cry about all the people I've been there for and they ain't show the same. I can't cry about it because that's on me. I had to figure out the boundary part. I had to know when to say, man, I ain't got it. And I still fall victim to that because it's a balance when you're dealing with empathy, and it be a balance because you're hoping that people really need you when they asking you, but some people know you ain't gonna say no, so they'll take advantage. You hear me when I tell you? They will take advantage. So that's on you to understand what comes with that. You gotta accept it. Now, I'm gonna stop it right here. Patience. Being able to delay your reaction or response. Allowing time to reflect before you go into action or you speak. Patience is a beautiful thing because what happened with patience is you allow the grace, allow yourself to listen, allow respect to the other person. And I have a problem with that too. I can't speak for everybody else, but I see it all the time. Impatient, moving fast, upset, jumping the gun, jumping to conclusions. And when you balance yourself and relax, you give yourself time to listen. And now you can hear somebody speaking, you can listen to their words, and now you can respond appropriately to that. I be having so many dealings with people that's just impatient. I be like, whoa. I mean, I've been out at the restaurant, they trying to hurry up but the line, and it turn into, so you focus on self and you say to yourself, oh, okay, it's probably something else going on, or this person haven't took the route to try to facilitate this emotional maturity. Okay? It's an amazing thing to be emotionally mature. And if you follow these little guidelines I gave you and you do some self-reflecting, amazing. You'll see things around your life being very balanced. Okay? Very balanced. Emotional maturity take time and experience to develop. Often shaped through your personal growth, personal relationships, and learning from your mistakes. You hear me? When you learn from your mistakes, at that point, it's no longer a mistake. It turns into a lesson. Okay? It involves a conscious effort to improve self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Appreciate you being here on the Sunday and being enlightened. I hope you choose to subscribe because I'm showing up every day. We're doing better and better. We staying focused. We're going to stay consistent. We're going to give you a little laughter. But right now, we're going to be serious. And then the phone calls going to start to roll in. And then we're going to do the vlog. And we're going to do it all. I thank you for being here. Bigger Play. We came. We saw. We conquered. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Pastors lying to the public. They ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a Civic truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play.